All right, good morning and happy Monday. We are live on KENS 5 on air and online. We are chatting all things weather. We have a few storms out there, scattered showers, a cold front moving through, and that's sparking off some rain on this Monday morning. So if you're out driving or if you're at home about to get out on the roadways, leave a little extra early just because it's going to be a little shaky, a little dicey out there for the next hour and a half. I would say by 11 a.m., 11:30, most of this action is farther east, and we're done with the rain for the rest of the day. But meantime, between now and about 10:30, pretty good amount of rain out there. And here's a look at radar. Now let me adjust this real quick. This is showing the last 6 hours. So at the moment, a lot of action inside San Antonio. Let me adjust this to the last 2 hours so we can get a better idea and better feel of what's happening out there this morning. If you have any questions, if you want me to zoom into your neighborhood, into your area, feel free to comment down below. We're talking weather for the next hour or so here on KENS 5, again, if you're just joining us. So there it is. There's the last 2 hours. Let me adjust this also. This is a zoomed in look, but I'm going to turn on sweeping radar just to get a higher resolution feed from our radar, which is right there. And also on top of this, lightning is also embedded in tracking as well. So here's a look at this. So if you're, on the north side, for example, obviously, everywhere's cloudy. Not everywhere is seeing rain, especially, for example, towards Floresville, it's dry, but this is where the cold front is at. It's actually along this boundary. You see this line of storms, line of showers. That's the cold front itself moving through San Antonio. So it's 922. Zooming into some communities on the north side, you can see Hollywood Park dry, but rain is going to start to really fall in the next 10 to 20 minutes in Hollywood Park, 281, 1604 area on the north side. Chavano Park, you can see as I zoom into some of these street levels, there's the Loop 1604 westbound lanes, UTSA Boulevard. It's raining over there right now, but remember, this line is moving east, west to east. So if you're watching from Helotes, all the rain is mostly done. However, there are a couple of showers and storms moving behind the front from the southwest, so that may impact Bandera Road, Helotes, anywhere from Petrenko, Marbach, all the way up into La Cantera on the west-northwest side of San Antonio. That's where we're seeing a little bit of more scattered rain, but notice more widespread. Again, 1604 north. On the north side towards Timberwood Park, you can see as I zoom in, this is Stone Oak area, Blanco Road towards Wilderness Oak, Nacogdoches, towards that's Canyon Golf. Canyon Golf Road, all the way to Overlook Parkway and US 281. So there is a good amount of rain out there. Let's zoom into some other communities. If you're watching near the JW Marriott, for example, this is the north side, Boulevardy Road towards Evans, TPC Parkway, pretty good amount of rain out there this morning. And you can see right here, anywhere from, let's say, is that Dusty Canyon, Evans Road, Boulevardy Road, that's where it's a pretty good downpour out there right now. More isolated scattered activity towards the northeast side, but again, this is moving east-northeast, so this may impact Live Oak in the next half hour or so. Drier on the east side, more light showers towards downtown. There's the Frost Bank Center, right? There's Kirby, Alamo Heights, towards Columbia Heights, Terrell Wells, Bergs Mill off of I-35, and there's the 410 and 410 loop, right? There's Palo Alto, dry at the moment, but notice a couple of pretty good downpours, very moderate, I would say between, I-35 southbound lanes all the way to South Cross Boulevard at this hour. Let me adjust the seat a little bit before we continue on. Again, guys, if you're just joining us, feel free to comment down below. We're going to talk, the cold front moving in today. That's what's sparking off the rain out there this morning. On top of that, how cold temperatures get in the next several mornings. We have another cold front moving in early Wednesday. That'll come through mostly dry, not going to expect much rain out of it on Wednesday, but that'll drop lows into the 40s early Thursday morning, early Friday. Daytime highs probably in the 60s and 70s, but the mornings will get a little colder in the week ahead. So we'll talk about that in a second. But of course, the main weather story is the rain out there. A lot of action. Let's put on the looping radar right here. And you can kind of just draw the cold front. It's lining up I-35 all the way down to Atascosa County. Obviously, we're on the tail end of things, but still sparking off a good amount of rain in the area. I want to make sure hail tracker is not on because it looks like the clouds look a little deceiving right there. But anyway, so let's zoom in, stop the clock again. Let's focus on the west side because a lot of folks are watching from the west side. If you're traveling anywhere from Highway 90 towards 151, for example, towards Leon Valley, there's a good amount of rain. We'll start there. Leon Valley, this is the 410 area, Callahan, Warsbach Parkway, Oakland Estates, Leon Valley towards Balcones Heights. Pretty good amount of rain. I mean, you can see zooming in, this is showing street level, right? So Callahan towards Sunshine Drive, Broadview Drive, West Broadview, Ingram Road, Calabra Road, Commerce Street. This is where a good amount of rain is moving through at this hour. And again, there may be an occasional clap of thunder, maybe an occasional flash of lightning, but most of this is really just heavy rain out there this morning because we have lightning tracker on and I'm not seeing much. However, I'm just double checking because lightning tracker is on, but you know, again, the severity, the nature of these thunder showers, if they're out there, and there are a few, we've seen a couple of rumbles of thunder, seen a few flashes of light and heard a few rumbles of thunder from earlier this morning. But again, the severe weather threat is low when it comes to hail, large updrafts, gusty winds. These are mainly just pockets of moderate to heavy rain out there this morning. So again, let's zoom in back. So we were looking at Ingram Road, Calabra Road. Let's go farther west towards Valley High. This is where Lackland Air Force Base is. Between there, Wolf Stadium. There's 151, for example, all the way down to Highway 90. That's where some pretty good rain is moving through at this hour. And let's see and zoom out. You can see Helotes, more light showers out there. There's Leslie Road, FM 1560, Wild Horse Parkway. That's again on the west side. Let's go farther southwest. This is Wiseman. So this is kind of where not Alamo Heights, Alamo Ranch is, right? So this is between Calabra, Military Drive, and this is where some decent rain is moving through, mainly inside 1604, not so much outside 1604. And again, these storms and showers are moving east, so towards downtown, towards the 281 corridor. This is where it could get a little heavy in the next hour or so because they're maintaining their strength right now, so pretty good rain out there this morning. Pouring on Vance, Jackson, and Warsbach from Rachel. Okay, Helotes seeing some light showers. It was dark here for a second, but now it's starting to brighten up. Yeah, so Helotes, saw some, rain earlier this morning, but now a couple of light showers moving through Helotes on the west, northwest side. And I think eventually by lunchtime, it's going to clear out totally. I mean, 100%, because watch this. So I'll zoom out and I'll show you the looping radar. And, since now we're, now we have, sun, we're seeing visible satellite come through. And what you can see on that last frame right here, so let me see if I can draw a few things. I can draw probably, let's see, hold on. So the cold front is right along that boundary, right? So the cold front's right up, let me do that again. Give me 1 second. Let's see. It should be a cold front right here, but my map is not, why is it yellow? That's so weird. All right, so let's redraw this again. It's for some reason it's pulling up a yellow color, and then we'll bring up a blue color, which should be perfect. So right there, perfect. So the cold front is really driving up down I-35 right now. So anywhere from Austin to San Antonio, seeing a line of showers and storms, and it's pretty uniform. I mean, a good amount of widespread rain lining up this boundary itself. And you can see south of Pleasanton through I-35 in San Antonio. What's up, Roxy? How are you? And again, on the north side of Bexar County, that's where it's a little more heavy. But this is the cold front itself. So behind the cold front, it'll start to clear. For the rest of the morning, we'll be dry. For the rest of the day, it'll be sunny. It's just right now between now and about 11 a.m. is the best opportunity and best window at seeing rain and a few thunderstorms in the area. So after lunchtime, it's clear, it's sunny, and it's breezy for the rest of your Monday. How long will the rain last, Barbie? Yeah, so through about, let's say, 10:30, and after that, after 11 a.m., we're done with the rain for today. You want the cold air to come in from Mariah. Yeah, so today a lot cooler than yesterday. Keep in mind Sunday, yesterday was 85 degrees for a daytime high. Today will be right around 77 to 78, so it's going to be a lot cooler today, and then another push of colder air Wednesday morning. So some improvements are on the way. Some colder air will eventually filter in over the next several days. So, and it's good to see, multiple cold fronts in a week's time, so we always love to see that. Let's see. Let's erase this real quick, and camera tool. Again, guys, if you're just joining us, it's 9:31 on our Monday morning. Pretty good rain from the northeast side, from TPC Parkway, all the way to Timberwood Park. Now, again, none of these are severe, but they're occasionally producing, occasional lightning, some thunder. We just saw an updated scan on radar. This is now moving into Hollywood Park towards 281. So if you're watching from anywhere near the 1604, 281 area, north side, rain's moving through. Heavier pockets of rain southwest, right? So anywhere from Vance Jackson, Wurzbach Parkway, Wurzbach Road, I should say, Callahan, Leon Valley. It's starting to thin out in Leon Valley. Let's go downtown. I know a lot of folks are downtown, and that's where a lot of our commuting takes us. Mostly dry. A couple of light sprinkles, light showers out near Frost Bank Center. That's pretty much it. Wolf Stadium, Valley High, Highway 90. That's where it's pretty heavy right now. On the southwest side, we go towards Von Ormy, down I-35 and near Atascosa and Somerset. Lytle's dry. And I think for the rest of the morning, Lytle, aside from a few sprinkles, Lytle will be mostly dry and will clear out from west to east. So this cold front is moving all the rain eastward. So for example, if you're traveling down I-10 towards Houston, anywhere towards Luling, Seguin, this rain's going to follow you for the next half hour to an hour. Especially if you're going towards Houston, this rain's moving down I-10, and that's where most of the rain will be later on this afternoon. Lunchtime, 1, 2, 3 o'clock later today. More activity starting to spark off and develop on the south side of Bexar County. Let's zoom in and see where these areas are at. Buena Vista, there's 281 South, there's Applewhite Road, South Del Zamora, Jaguar Parkway, again, that's 281. You can really zoom in to the street level. Here's Pleasanton Road. That's where a pretty good downpour is at. This is on the extreme south side. So we're zooming out and showing you well, not extreme, but on the south side. So outside of, 281 and 410, that's where the rain is. I think it's moving east. So this will cross 281 in the next hour or so. Nothing here on the far west side. Which area are you, do you live in, Don? Because the west side's seeing some pretty good rain. It just depends on where exactly you're on the west side. Sun is out in Castroville, Texas. Yeah, so you can see the clouds starting to break apart in Castroville, right? As a matter of fact, on visible satellite, you can see it right here. So you're probably right around this pocket, Coco. And again, after 11 a.m., lunchtime, skies are clear. And for the rest of your Monday, it's mostly sunny. It's just this morning has the best time for seeing some pretty good rain out there. Atascosa County starting to get some good action. This is on the west side of Atascosa County, so near Charlotte, west of Pleasanton, probably west of Poteet, for example. There you go. Between Poteet and 281, this is where rain's really going to start to come down, mostly scattered to numerous showers over the next hour or so. That's Atascosa County. And notice how much the line breaks off down I-35. So if you're traveling to Laredo, for example, conditions are probably fine. They're dry, maybe a sprinkle or a shower here and there, but not as widespread as I-10 or I-35 over the next hour or so. So big takeaway, the farther southwest you go, the farther west you go down Highway 90, for example, towards Hondo, Uvalde, Del Rio, it's mostly dry. But the farther east you go, that's where the rain is moving towards. So towards Houston later on today. So that's where the rain's going to be. Let's zoom into Seguin and parts of Wilson and Guadalupe County. I-35 Shirts, for example, it's dry. Maybe some sprinkles and light showers over the next half hour. More widespread and numerous showers between St. Hedwig and Seguin. Cool thing about this system, usually it's one line and that's it, but if we put this loop on over the last 2 hours, you can see moisture moving in from the southwest, and that's helping to create additional rain showers and non-severe thunderstorms. So it's not just one line, it's several areas of rain, and that's what we like to see, especially with our drought situation. It's pretty bad still in Bandera County, Kerr County, Kendall County, northern Bexar County, it's pretty bad. So any rain we can get, it certainly helps. Zooming into, again, Seguin, St. Hedwig, Marion, a couple of showers out there. Let's zoom into Seguin and see where the rain is really coming down. Between FM 78, of course, I-10, if you're traveling anywhere on I-10 today, especially this morning, be careful. Leave a little extra early and just be very vigilant out there. Here's Texas 123, FM 464, right? This is the Seguin area. Pretty good amount of rain out there. We're just getting an updated scan on radar at this hour. More widespread rain towards Timberwood Park, 281, Stone Oak area. This is Bulverde, for example. So the farther north you go, Bulverde's getting in on some good action at this hour between there and Texas 46, and also all the way north into River Crossing, and then probably eventually down up 281. It starts to dry out towards Blanca. But a couple of showers out there this morning. Wimberley, Dripping Springs, more heavy rain along that cold front. Again, if you're just joining us, what's causing this rain is a cold front moving through. This one will be relatively weak. The stronger cold front will be early Wednesday morning, and that'll keep highs in the 60s and 70s. And then by later this week, Thursday morning and Friday morning, probably lows in the 40s and even some upper 30s waiting for us in the hill country. So colder air is on the way, and it starts with this system right here. So let's just draw this again. I know we were talking about this earlier. I want to get a good camera shot right here. So we have a cold front lining down pretty much like that, right? And, you know, again, so cold fronts are the division between obviously cooler and drier air versus humid and warmer air. And that collision of air masses helps spark off rain. And it's been humid the last couple of days, which is why there's a pretty good amount of rain out there this morning. So cold front lining down San Antonio. Let's zoom back out and show you the camera tool. Another update, so we were talking about Timberwood Park on the far north side, Hollywood Park getting in on some rain right now. I-10, I would say De Zavala area, Vance Jackson, Huebner Road, that's where a pretty good pocket of moderate to heavy rain is, right? So there's De Zavala, more thin to light rain on De Zavala, but it's just, you know, a mile southward on I-10 where you pick up on like low visibility, a pocket of heavy rain, a large rain shaft, and that's where you know, right here, where it's really heavy at 9:38 this morning, Vance Jackson, Warsbach Road, and again, this is I-10, so I'm trying to think what's right over here, right? I mean, we have the Huebner Oaks, right? Huebner Oaks. There's a lot of restaurants, right, between Huebner and, you know, Warsbach Road, right? There's a lot of stores over here, so if you're traveling anywhere in this area, pretty good heavy rain right now. And on top of that, once it moves out, roads will be wet. Be careful, you know, keep a large distance between the car in front of you just because it's going to be pretty wet for the next couple hours until the afternoon. That's when it starts to really dry out. So that's the pocket of heavy rain on I-10 between Huebner and Wurzbach. Leon Valley, you can see thinning out with the rain. There is Babcock Road, Wurzbach Road, Evers Road. You can see there's Castle Hills on the right side of your screen and a pretty good amount of rain out there this morning. You're across the street from Harlan High School. Okay, so you're on the far west side, Don. Okay, yeah, pretty dry out there right now. And I would say anywhere outside of 410, it's really dry. Maybe a few sprinkles right along 151 towards SeaWorld, but as you go on 151 towards Alamo Ranch, for example, it really starts to dry out. Matter of fact, take a look near Wiseman, Culebra, Alamo Parkway, Alamo Ranch area, Tally to Culebra. It's starting to clear out with a few breaks in the sky at this hour. So it just goes to show, I mean, it can be heavy rain in one area, 10 miles southeast, and then clearing out, 10 miles northwest, right? And then again, after lunchtime, skies clear and the rest of today will be sunny. It's just this morning, primarily this morning between now and about 10:30 is the best window at seeing a couple of showers and non-severe thunderstorms. We've been watching these very closely. There have been, occasional flashes of light, maybe a clap of thunder, but overall the severe nature of these showers and storms are relatively low. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at, just in case, right, we have Hail Tracker. So I'm going to turn off that right there. Yeah, I don't see any hail out there. There's no hail. I mean, there may be some farther northeast towards, north of Austin, but we're not seeing any hail out there. It's mostly just good old-fashioned good rain out there this morning. So, well, there's that radar, and then let's show you sweeping radar. So, again, guys, between now and about 10:30, main takeaway, pockets of rain, some of which could be heavy at times. Heavy rain's not everywhere. The heaviest rain probably on the southwest area. I would say between Highway 90, Valley High, Palo Alto, Columbia Heights. That's where it's a little bit more heavy with these showers and non-severe storms. So there's Medina Base Road. There's Wolf Stadium. Again, Lackland is in this area. There's South Cross Boulevard, South Star Zamora between there and Old Pearsall Road. That's where it's pretty heavy at this hour. Raining on 1604 and Stewart. Okay, good morning. We need the rain. Thank you so much, Marion. Absolutely, we do. We were talking about this earlier. Drought's still pretty bad. Fall overall has been relatively dry. We have seen a couple of rounds of rain since the beginning of fall, which was like late September, but overall has been relatively dry. So any rain event we'll take. So there's the southwest side. Pretty good rain out there. For New Braunfels, let's take a look at I-35. And this rain is moving towards I-35. So if you're watching from San Marcos, New Braunfels, down to Schertz, rain is moving in your direction. So I would say for the I-35 corridor, between about 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. is your best chance at seeing this rain move in your direction, where pockets of heavy rain will be possible, maybe some occasional lightning. But again, just to reiterate, the severe weather threat is low with this abandoned line of rain and storms. Sun is out. Yeah, absolutely. You want the cold air to come in, guys. I know, me too. I'm across the street from Harlan High School, Don. We talked about that. Again, guys, if you have any questions, if you want me to zoom into your neighborhood, feel free to comment down below. And we talked about this earlier, but again, most of this rain should be out by 10:30 and 11, and the rest of today is sunny, it's clear, it's breezy behind cold front number 1. The rain that's out there right now is being caused by cold front number 1. Cold front number 2 arrives Wednesday. That one will move through dry. We're not expecting much rain with it, but there is cold air on the way. And it looks like lows right now, forecast lows early Thursday, early Friday morning will be in the lower 40s and even colder for the hill country. So cold air is certainly on the way. Guadalupe, you looking forward to the cooler weather? Yeah. You and me both, Guadalupe. Thank you so much. Good morning. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. Leave early, drive safe, guys. Be careful out there. Roads are wet. Obviously, this is going to cause minor to maybe major slowdowns. I should have a look at traffic. I'll see if I can put that in a little later. Give me 1 second, guys. But yeah, I'll zoom in on some of the communities out east. We were talking on the north side and the west side earlier this morning. Let's see. Cool. So just double checking a couple things. St. Hedwig, Lavernia, Elmendorf, seeing very sporadic, a broken line of showers moving through the eastern side of Bexar County towards Wilson County. If you're watching from Floresville and Stockdale, this is moving towards you. It'll be, again, scattered to numerous showers between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. towards Wilson County, but rain should fall in most spots this morning. And I think it should maintain its form, the line of showers and storms, as it moves down I-10 for the next couple hours or so. So again, if you're traveling down I-10, this is where it's moving towards. Absolutely. So again, yesterday's high temperature, 85 today, right around 77, 78. So a little bit cooler for your Monday as skies clear, but in the meantime, we have a lot of rain out there this morning. Let's zoom into the southern side of Bexar County. So Von Ormy, Somerset. This is, I don't want to say Bandera Road, right? This is Texas 16, but I think that is Bandera Road. Von Ormy, Somerset, Poteet, seeing a couple of showers around the area, right? That's FM 476 and Bandera 282. And there's 281 right there in central portions of Atascosa County. Towards the west side of San Antonio and west of the downtown area. And if you're watching from anywhere near the Alamo Dome, the Frost Bank Center, anywhere near downtown, this rain's moving towards you. Now, thankfully, it's not going to be terribly heavy. This was showing like the red color on reflectivity the last half hour. Now it's showing more of the orange and yellow color on radar, on sweeping radar. But still a good moderate downpour moving towards the downtown area. If you're anywhere I-35 south, between there, I-37, this is where slowdowns are probably going to occur between now and about 10:30. This should move through pretty quickly, though, this morning. How bad is Karnes County going to get? Probably not too bad, David. Karnes County is towards, Karnes City. There, so give me a second. Let me actually put a few arrows on this. I would put a tracker on it, but it's not too organized. So anyway, these showers are moving through Atascosa County. We'll eventually move through Wilson County and then Karnes County. Will it be bad? Probably not. I would just say pockets of heavy rain here and there, but mostly scattered light to moderate showers for Karnes County. And Karnes City through about 10:30 and 11 a.m. this morning. That's about it. And then after lunchtime, it clears out to sunshine. Happy birthday, Barbara, on this great Monday morning, November 18th. Well, happy birthday, Barbara. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a chance to celebrate with the family. Jarlin, good morning from Cedar Park. Thank you so much. Absolutely, you're very welcome. If you're traveling up I-35, it will be a little wet. I think these showers and storms will only become more widespread the farther north you go. So I-35 between now and about 10:30 will be a little active. Be careful if that's where your commute takes you in the next hour or so. That's where it's going to be a little wet, and visibility will probably be a little low with some of these storms moving through. So let's erase that. Let's take a look at, again, southern Bexar County. We talked about Somerset. Now it's starting to dry out in Somerset. Matter of fact, you're probably seeing a few breaks in the sky if you're watching from Atascosa, maybe Lytle. It's dry out there towards Somerset. Skies are beginning to slowly clear. What's cool about this, superimposed on this, obviously, is radar, but also satellite. And what's cool about this, let me just draw a few arrows one more time. And again, guys, if you have any questions, comment down below. Where's the arrow? So, this cloud cover is moving farther east. So the initial line of rain is along the cold front itself. That's what's moving through central San Antonio. Bexar County will eventually move through I-35, Karnes County, Wilson County, Guadalupe County between now and about 10:30. So rain is continuing to move east and moving through the area. But the dividing line of cloud cover, you can almost see it. I mean, for example, in Kerrville, it's almost clear. The clouds are exiting eastern Kerr County, and all of western Kerr County is sunny, it's dry, it's clear. That line of clear is moving east and will eventually move through San Antonio by about 11 a.m., maybe as late as lunchtime. So again, rain this morning, but after lunchtime, it's sunny, it's dry, it's breezy behind this cold front. Winds will be moving around 15, maybe 25 miles an hour for the next couple hours. So yeah, rain is this morning, but after lunchtime, it is dry, it's sunny, it's beautiful for the rest of your Monday. So let's see. And we've been talking all things radar for the last 30 minutes or so. And again, we'll do one more zoom in before we go into the forecast. So just one more look at what's happening outside before we go into the 14-day and some of the details you can expect for this week. And by the way, enjoy the rain while you can. After today, it's dry for the rest of the week through Sunday. Next rain chance is before Thanksgiving, but still, that's a long ways out. A lot of time to update the forecast. But I would say after today, it is dry, clear, and sunny every day going forward for the next 7 to 8 days or so. Let's see. So we were talking about radar. So a lot of Guadalupe County south of Seguin seeing a good amount of rain. They do need it. Towards the south near Wilson County, more scattered activity moving eastward. So heads up for Poth, Stocksdale, Nixon, Floresville. Rain's moving in your direction. It's not going to be as widespread as it is in San Antonio right now, but rain is moving through Wilson County as we speak. So some good downpours are over there. More widespread in Atascosa County. This is along the cold front, and you can see it's pretty widespread. Pockets of heavy rain between Poteet. Example, look at this. Pretty good amount of rain is moving through Poteet, Bandera, 281 is east of here. Pockets of heavy rain towards Texas 16 and Jordanton. This is going to move towards Pleasanton. Heads up for anywhere in southern Atascosa County. And this is all lining along the cold front. It's really cool to see. And nothing severe. We've been watching this all morning long, maybe an occasional clap of thunder, but aside from that, we're not seeing any hail or much severe weather threats in these showers and storms. Mostly non-severe thunderstorms, if anything at all. One more look at southern Bexar County. Obviously, this is updating with every sweep on radar, every 1 to 2 minutes. There's Buena Vista. There is Rockport Road, Lone Star Pass, Von Ormy between there and Losoya. Somerset is dry, but pretty good rain moving through. The outer edge of 1604, so south side between there and Thelma and Losoya, that's where some pretty good rain will be for the next 15 to 30 minutes or so. Towards Terrell Wells, Palo Alto Heights, Columbia Heights, pretty good. I mean, this is red, so this is showing a pretty good pocket of heavy rain over Terrell Wells and East Ashley Road. Salazar Zamora, that's where it's pretty heavy at this hour. This is all moving eastward again. So if, for example, your commute, if you're heading out to work or running errands for the next hour or so, if you're traveling west towards Valley High, for example, it's going to continue to dry out. If you move east, rain will follow you because this cold front is moving east. So the rain's going to continue to move down I-10 towards Seguin, towards Houston for the next several hours. Zooming in Columbia Heights, this is between I-35 and South Cross Boulevard, Division Ave. Between there and Commercial Ave and South Flores Street, South Zarzamora. Between there and Highway 90, pretty good amount of rain out there this morning. Here's Wolf Stadium. There's West Commerce Street. Between there, Highway 151, Woodlawn Ave. There's some pretty good moderate to heavy pockets of rain out there this morning. And again, this is all moving towards the downtown area, towards the Alamo Dome, towards the Riverwalk, towards the Frost Bank Center. So if you're anywhere in the area I just mentioned, this particular pocket of rain is moving towards you. It's moving east at this hour. Zooming in, Leon Valley is starting to dry out, so is pretty much the entire northwest side and west side of Bexar County. Maybe a couple of lingering showers before skies clear by lunchtime. Towards Castle Hills, so this is a big area where a lot of folks commute. I-10, 410 between Ingram Park Mall and North Star Mall. That's where it's light to moderate rain with a couple of pockets of heavy rain, north towards Vance Jackson and Heemner Road, starting to dry out in Chavano Park, a couple of lingering showers between Camp Bullis and Chavano Park, for example, but the farther east you go, down 1604, that's where it gets heavier. More moderate rain, if anything. Between Rogers Ranch, there's a Gold's Gym right there, Blanco Road, Heebner, all the way down towards Redland Road. That's where it's going to be raining for probably the next half hour or so, through about 10:30 and 11 here in the northern San Antonio area. All right, guys, so that's radar. So we've been talking radar for a while. We'll just show one more loop of this before we go into the forecast. Between Austin and Pleasanton, pretty good rain for the next 30 minutes or so. And this is continuing to move east towards Seguin, Gonzales, all the way down I-10 towards Houston. So one more time to reiterate, if you're traveling towards Seguin, towards Gonzales, towards Luling, towards Houston, this rain's going to follow you as the cold front pushes east and continues to spark off rain along the boundary. All right, outside right now it is a dreary, ugly, cloudy, and wet start to your week. It is a little cool out there. This is cool. The effect of rain-cooled air. Stinson, not seeing much rain yet, but I think rain's probably moving through any time now. The airport, 60 degrees with rain-cooled air. That's a 17-degree temperature drop, not just because of the rain, but also the colder air moving in. Northwest winds, 13 miles an hour. That's how you know when they turn from the southeast to the northwest, frontal boundary now moving in. Humidity is starting to drop, so again, the rest of today will be mostly dry. Now, what's cool about this is showing wind gusts. And again, if you have any questions about radar, we can go back to that in a second. Guadalupe, you're hoping it's cool on Thanksgiving. I think it will. Our models are showing another cold front right before Thanksgiving. I think that's going to set up a beautiful end to November, and I think that'll include Thanksgiving. So I think it will be looking a lot better for Thanksgiving, Guadalupe. Yeah, me too. So let's draw the cold front again. Let's do this real quick. So the cold front is pretty much right on here. So you can use radar as a proxy to kind of draw the cold front, But what really helps is other surface maps like wind speeds that show that west-northwest wind behind the cold front. And then on top of that, you can show, obviously the temperature map. You can show the humidity map because behind cold fronts, humidity drops off. It's a lot drier behind cold fronts versus ahead of it where it's typically warmer and more humid. So that's where the cold front is sitting right now. It's pretty much lining up and down I-35 between Laredo and Austin. That's where it's currently moving through. And anywhere east of the cold front, if you look closely, let me zoom in, you can see those south winds moving in from the Gulf of Mexico. Beeville, Victoria, Port Lavaca, Gonzales, all seeing those southerly winds. So breezy, 20 to 30 miles an hour, but behind the cold front, totally different direction. From the west-northwest, Kerrville, Boerne, San Antonio, all seeing that west-northwest wind behind the cold front as it moves through. That is from yesterday. Here are the temperatures. So we were talking about rain you can use to track the cold front. You can use wind speeds. You can also use temperatures, obviously, as temperatures cool down significantly. So let's draw that cold front one more time. So again, it's raining out there, and we'll take a look at radar in a second. But there's the cold front, guys. It's really paralleling I-35, right? So it's moving through San Antonio, temperature at 66. But look at the temperature difference between San Antonio and Kerrville and Boerne, for example. It's 55 at Boerne, 59 at Kerrville, 56 at Fredericksburg. Not as cool in Del Rio and Eagle Pass, but that's typically how it is. The hill country is usually a lot cooler because of the higher elevation, the Balcones escarpment. So it's 50s in the hill country, and right now, lower 60s in San Antonio. So cold front is moving through as we speak, which is again why you're probably seeing some rain out there this morning. Two cold fronts, so this one is today. So the cold front that's moving through as we speak. This is cold front number 1. Cold front number 2, that's not what I wanted to show. Give me a second, guys. Graphics are not cooperating with me this morning. Guadalupe, thank you for the weather update. Have an awesome day. Yeah, you too, Guadalupe. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Thank you for the kind words. So that's cold front number 1. Cold front number 2 arrives early Wednesday. And this one will come in directly from the north, so this will drop highs probably into the 60s for a day or so. And then more importantly, the low temperatures, the morning temperatures, overnight lows will drop into the lower 40s in San Antonio and probably the upper 30s, if not colder for the hill country. So lots of changes are on the way. Let's double check one thing. I need to adjust the timing of this cold front because it's already moving through. I was working last night, so this is why it's not updated. But this is a forecast model. This will show you what to expect for the rest of the day. Again, today's high, 77, 78. Yesterday was 85. So it was a really warm, did not feel like November yesterday, but today will feel a lot more like November. So that's 6 o'clock tonight. Let's go through it one more time. So by 1 o'clock, notice I'll stop the clock. It's right around 78, 79, maybe 80 here in San Antonio. Towards Columbus, down I-10, that's where the storms are rolling through. So if you're traveling down I-10 towards Gonzales, Seguin, Columbus, towards Houston, for example, that's where the rain will be for the rest of today. And then notice by this afternoon, 4 and 5 o'clock, we are going to see beautiful conditions, clear skies, highs in the mid to upper 70s. And then notice as we fast forward to Tuesday morning, it's going to be pretty chilly. Probably lower 50s, upper 40s tomorrow morning. So you'll need a coat, maybe a light jacket for early Tuesday. Coming up at noon, we'll show you the rainfall amounts, the rain totals from earlier this morning. Going to need a couple of minutes to put that together. But again, yeah, so cold front number 2 arrives early Wednesday. Look what that does for morning lows Thursday morning. Forecasting a low of about 44 to 45 in San Antonio, but wouldn't be surprised if we see some hill country counties drop down into the upper 30s, maybe in some isolated areas close to 35, 34, maybe near freezing in the hill country early Thursday morning. That's because of cold front number 2 pre-dawn Wednesday. So here is, let's see, before we go back to radar, again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Let's update the 14-day real quick, and here it is. Today, a high of 79. Best rain chance right now. And then after 10:30 and 11, it clears out to sunshine. The rest of today will be beautiful and sunny and clear, high in the upper 70s. Cold front number 2 Wednesday morning, that'll drop highs from 83 to 70 Wednesday, so a nice little cool down. Some models say highs in the 60s all day Wednesday and Thursday, but we'll see if that materializes. Thursday and Friday are another impact alert days, just for the possibility at seeing some isolated areas in the hill country for a light freeze. But right now, models are trending like lower 40s for San Antonio and then probably mid 30s for the hill country. But again, we're watching out for the potential at a light freeze early Thursday and early Friday. This weekend, beautiful. It'll be clear and sunny. If you have any outdoor plans on Saturday and Sunday, highs in the 70s on Saturday, a little warmer on Sunday, high of 83. And then again, models are suggesting a cold front right before Thanksgiving. And that'll drop highs from the upper 70s, probably to the lower 70s. A lot of time to watch that, and we'll update the forecast as we get more data in. As a matter of fact, to download the KENS 5 app, it is free in the App Store. We have consistent weather updates from our KENS 5 weather team, from me, Paul Morales, Bill Taylor, Maggie, Roxy, also Jeremy Baker. We're constantly updating the forecast every day, so please download the KENS 5 app. It is free in the App Store. And you'll get constant weather updates, not just when rain's moving through, but also with the tropics. We have I think we have Tropical Storm Sarah in the Caribbean. That'll impact Florida later in the week. We have updates on that. Any developing cold fronts that we're seeing in the forecast, we'll update here on the KENS 5 app. So again, download it free in the App Store today. All right, will there be any storms with the next cold front? No, Luis, there will not be. So it should move through dry early Wednesday. So cold front number 2 moves through Wednesday morning. Don't think there's going to be any rain with that. It should move through dry. As you can see, the rest of the week, it's sunny, it's clear, it's dry. Highs in the 70s, perfect weather, with the exception of tomorrow and next and Sunday. Highs will be in the lower 80s. But most days, cold mornings, nice afternoons, and again, some days warming up into the lower 80s, which is warm for November. So, Luis, no cold fronts no storms are expected with the next cold front on Wednesday morning. That's what I was trying to say. So we'll wrap up with radar, guys. Let's see what radar is showing us right now. That's your 14-day, and let's show you what radar is doing right now. So most of the action is now moving east. However, notice that line of showers and storms lining up 281 now. So anywhere from Timberwood Park towards Hollywood Park, seeing some pretty good soaking rain at this hour. Same thing towards, if you're watching anywhere from, let's see, anywhere to the JW Marriott from Green Mountain Road, the northeast side, Nacogdoches towards Redland Road, that's where rain's moving into in the next half hour. So this rain is moving from west to east. So it's moving towards Garden Ridge. It's moving towards I-35. So the east side of San Antonio will continue to see rain through at least 10:30 or 11 a.m. as this line moves through. Zooming in the Castle Hills and Blanco Road towards North Loop, Wurzbach Parkway. Pretty good rain out there. Nothing heavy, nothing severe, but this is moderate to maybe pockets of heavy rain in this area between there, Jones and Maltzberger, all the way south towards the Quarry. If you're in that shopping center between now and about 11 a.m., rain will continue. I would say after 11, it's clear, it's clearing out, and for the rest of the day, it's going to be sunny. Alamo Heights, seeing some pretty good rain out there this morning. Guadalupe Bay. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, Guadalupe, and enjoy the weather. And be careful out there. The roads are still wet, so drive safely out there, Guadalupe. Have a wonderful Monday. And thanks for being nice. All right, Luis, again, no rain along with the next cold front on Wednesday. Rain, today will be the only time we see rain for the next 7 days, it looks like. Let's see. There's Broadway, there's Alamo Heights, I-35, Harry Wurzbach Road. There's Mulberry Ave, and then Hildebrand Ave. So this is kind of near the UIW area. So if you're going to class, for example, if you're driving anywhere in that area, that's where rain is moving through. Be very careful. Drive safely. That's where heavy rain is out there this morning. Towards the Alamo Dome, Frost Bake Center. Now the rain's really driving through, and pockets of rain are now moving through downtown and towards the east side of Bexar County. All right. So what I'm going to do is probably leave this looping over the next 1 to 2 hours, as you can come back and check in with radar if you don't have it on your phone. So what I'm going to do is loop this continuously right there. and just show kind of the area. The hill country is drying out. If you're watching from Kerrville, Fredericksburg, you're going to see the sun a lot faster than us here in San Antonio. But again, the clouds will continue to move east, and we'll see after about 11:30, after lunchtime, sunny skies and highs in the 70s today. It's going to be beautiful. It's just this morning is offering up the best opportunity at some rain as the cold front moves through. Cold front number 1 moves through. Cold front number 2 is Wednesday morning. That'll move through dry and bring some colder air for Thursday morning and Friday morning. Okay, guys, so we'll leave it on the forecast a little longer. Again, download the KENS 5 app for constant weather updates from our KENS 5 weather team. Again, anything regarding cold fronts, severe weather, tropics, anything we're seeing down the line in the weather forecast, not just for San Antonio, but for the hill country, for South Central and South Texas. We have constant, consistent weather updates on the KENS 5 app. All right, guys, have a wonderful Monday. Drive safe. Leave a little extra early if you're traveling anywhere around eastern San Antonio because rain will continue to move through that area. As of right now, we're not seeing anything severe, maybe pockets of heavy rain, maybe an occasional clap of thunder. Otherwise, skies will clear for the rest of today. By lunchtime, it should be partly cloudy, if not mostly sunny. It'll be breezy today, and highs will be in the 70s for the rest of your Monday. Be safe, guys, and have a wonderful Monday, and we'll see you later. We'll have another update on KENS 5 News at noon in a couple hours.